Hi, this is Joel Topf for Nephrology Times. I'm here with Cesia
Yes.
from the American Society of Nephrology.
Yes.
You're on foreign territory at the National Kidney Foundation.
I know, but that's okay. I mean, the National Kidney Foundation is one of our members from the Kidney Health Initiative. So
Excellent. So and
yes.
you're working on a project with the KHI.
Yes, so I am program coordinator for the Kidney Health Initiative. And what I do specifically is just run different projects that we have, which one of them is on April 1.
We've got a new name for APOL1. We're calling
Yes.
it APOL1 mediated kidney
AMKD,
disease.
yes.
This is the new brand for a disease we've known about for 15 years or so.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so what were you specifically working on with AMKD?
Yeah, so back in 2022, we convened a group of key opinion leaders in the space.
Yep.
And
name names, come on.
Well, Dr. Nicholas, Suzanne Nicholas, Dr. Barbara Gillespie was in our steering committee. Glenda Roberts, she also was like our patient representative. Patrick G. Dr. Abdul Patel. So yeah, so that was our steering committee, and then Dr. Ogo Egbuna as well. So he was leading that. But basically what we did was we brought, our steering committee and then also different working group members to combat the challenges surrounding APOL1. So really the disease awareness and education, genetic testing surrounding APOL1, and then also just clinical trial enrollment. So,
I think by nature it is difficult to do disease, awareness when there's no therapies.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, who wants to know that they have a disease that there's no treatment for?
Exactly. And so that's what our roadmap is, entailed to do. So we do have about 40 action items, or calls to action that different healthcare professionals, patient organizations, different stakeholders in the space that can actually.
With these 40? I'm kind of curious about them. It's not on
so not all 40, but
so I guess here's my question.
Yeah.
That I'm a practitioner and I get a patient. I do the genetic testing because I'm told that's what I'm supposed to be doing for these patients. And I get a positive, and what am I supposed to do with that result then? We'll get them genetic counseling, and they'll hear about it, but...
Yeah, so what's next, essentially?
What's next, exactly.
Yeah. So really at this point, because there isn't, the main thing for that specifically, I would, definitely recommend, enrollment in clinical trials or just learning more about what is available out there.
It sounds like that's where the sidewalk ends.
And that's at this moment.
To be continued.
Yes.
To be continued.
So one of the other action items, which actually RPA, submitted an ICD-10 code, surrounding APOL1 back in April. So that was actually
that primitive. We don't we can't even code this.
No. So that's why it's very, very early on, and really it's just trying to bring the community together. We know that this is just the roadmap, the start of it. Not everything is perfect, but we do intend, within the next couple of years to update that to have new, action items for that.
Is there an action item that you particularly have some fondness for? Do you have a favorite action item?
My favorite, so I have a public health background.
Yeah.
So my absolute favorite is definitely continuing the education in the healthcare professional setting. So I know NKF does have, CME courses surrounding APOL1, but then also the community, education and just reaching out to those that are actually at risk for the disease and, any other diseases as well. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, what would be the next steps with this roadmap? Where is it going from here?
So next steps, our goal is this year, which actually on June 25th, is our first webinar focusing specifically on goal 1 of the roadmap, which is education and awareness of APOL1. In August, we intend to have a webinar number 2, which focuses on genetic testing and genetic counseling with that. And then in late September, early October, our goal is to also have webinar number 3, so focusing on goal number 3, which is clinical study participation with APOL1.
When you do these webinars, reach out to Neph Times. We'd love to cover them.
Absolutely. We definitely want to reach out to those that can actually implement those action items. So, for sure.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
I appreciate it.